Welcome back to Kev's Quizzes. Today we are firing up the time machine and heading back to the 1980s. I have 26 general knowledge questions for you, one for every letter of the alphabet, covering 80s movies, music, TV, and toys. You get around 20 seconds per question. Grab a pen and paper, and let's see if you're a true 80s expert. Let's start with the letter A. Released in 1985, what was the title of Roger Moore's last movie as James Bond? The movie was A View to a Kill. Starting with the letter B, which former pop star was elected mayor of Palm Springs in April 1988? That was Sonny Bono of Sonny and Cher fame. And starting with the letter C, which town in California elected Clint Eastwood mayor in 1986? He became mayor of Carmel. Beginning with the letter D, who won the Eurovision Song Contest for Switzerland in 1988? That was the Canadian singer Celine Dion. Next is the letter E. What was the name of the friendly alien who wanted to phone home in 1982? That was E.T. And starting with the letter F, which 1984 movie focused on a ban on dancing in a small town? The musical film was Footloose. Starting with the letter G, Who You Gonna Call? This 1984 supernatural comedy was a massive hit. That was Ghostbusters. Next is the letter H. Which royal palace was extensively damaged by fire in March 1986? It was Hampton Court Palace. Starting with the letter I, Harrison Ford starred as an archaeologist in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, in which film series? It was the start of Indiana Jones film series, but did you know that when George Lucas wrote it, it was called The Adventures of Indiana Smith? Starting with the letter J, this singer's Thriller album became the best-selling album of all time. That was Michael Jackson. Next is the letter K. Who was elected leader of the Labour Party in October 1983? Neil Kinnock, who was the leader of the Labour Party from 1983 to 1992. Beginning with the letter L, who was killed in New York City on 8th December 1980. That was ex-Beatle John Lennon, who was shot and killed by Mark David Chapman outside his New York City home. Starting with the letter M. In which country did the 1986 FIFA World Cup take place? That was Mexico. Colombia had been originally chosen to host the competition by FIFA, but, largely due to economic reasons, was not able to do so, and withdrew in November 1982. Halfway. How do you think you're doing? Don't forget, we have a bonus question at the end of the quiz. Next is the letter N. Which car manufacturer opened their factory in Sunderland in 1986? That was Nissan, and in 2025, 273,000 cars were manufactured there. And starting with the letter O, name the character portrayed by Jimmy Nail in the comedy-drama series Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. That's the one and only Oz. Starting with the letter P, the best-selling arcade game of all time was released in May 1980. What was it called? The game is Pac-Man. Next is the letter Q. What veteran rock band who was the first act to perform at the Live Aid concert at Wembley Stadium in 1985? That was Status Quo. Starting with the letter R. Which toy, invented by an Hungarian, made its debut at the 1980 Toy and Hobby Fair? The toy is Rubik's Cube. Starting with the letter S, before getting their own show, this yellow animated family appeared on The Tracy Ullman Show in 1987. That was The Simpsons, and since its full-length debut on December 17, 1989, 858 episodes of the show have been broadcast. It is the longest-running American animated series. Next is the letter T, who in 1986 became the youngest ever heavyweight boxing champion of the world. That was Mike Tyson. And starting with the letter U, name of the actress who played Aunt Sally alongside John Pertwee in Warts or Gummidge from 1979 to 1981 and again from 87 to 89. The actress was Una Stubbs. Starting with the letter V. Which football stadium suffered a fire in May 1985, killing 56 spectators? The football ground was Valley Parade, Bradford. Next is the letter W. George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley formed which pop duo? They formed Wham. And starting with the letter X, what rock band enjoyed one of their biggest hits on the UK singles chart in 1983 with Senses Working Overtime? That was XTC. Now the letter Y. Peter Sutcliffe was sentenced to life imprisonment for 13 murders in May 1981. By what name was he more commonly known? He was known as the Yorkshire Ripper. Question 26, and that's the letter Z. Name the heavily bearded Texas rock band who enjoyed much commercial success in the 80s with songs such as Sharp Dressed Man and Give Me All Your Loving. They were called ZZ Top, and only one member of the band that didn't have a beard was the drummer, Frank Beard. And your bonus question, in which year of the 1980s did Jason Donovan have 3 UK #1 hits? Please put your answer in the comments below. And if you like the quiz, please give me a thumbs up, and why not subscribe? You know it's free. Till the next one, see you soon.